right, let's do it. Here we go. Once again, I'm Tony Stubblebine. I'm the CEO here at Coach.me. And I want to tell you a little bit about our new membership program, our very new and very exciting membership program. But before I do that, let me first tell you about our mission here at Coach.me. We want every person in the world to have access to great coaching. And the key phrases there are every person and great coaching. So as I show you some of the details of our new membership program, keep that mission in mind. Great coaching for every person in the world. And as I show you the membership, I'm going to talk to you about some of the new services that I think have never been done before in the coaching world, and that could potentially give you an entirely new way to coach. So let's just start with, let's lay the groundwork. Let's set the context. The world's changed. Of course, you already know this. We've moved into a digital era, and coaching needs the tools to follow suit. We want to move coaching into the digital era. So some of you listening, maybe most of you, are already fantastic coaches who are probably used to doing business and buying services and joining organizations that are run by other fantastic coaches. So I don't want to oversell myself. That's not what I am. That's not my background. My background is as a technologist. I'm a technologist turned coach. So when you think of the digital era, you may think of services like Facebook or Twitter. And here's something from my background. I helped build Twitter. I was the head of engineering for the first version of Twitter, and I'm the sixth person, I think, to ever sign up for a Twitter account. So I really literally have been on Twitter since day one. That's part of the background that I bring to you through Coach.me. So as I describe this Coach.me partnership, what I would like for you to think of it is as this epic partnership. If you bring coaching expertise, we'll bring digital expertise, and together we'll be able to reach every client in the world. And one more thing, as to set context and explain who I am, in case you haven't met a lot of software engineers or programmers, in my case, I'm a former programmer, we can be very solutions focused. So if you don't mind, I'm going to walk you through the membership program in terms of problems that we see getting in the way of bringing great coaching to every person, and then the solutions that we're providing as part of the membership program. To start with this, there are now 3 billion people online. 3 billion. How are they going to find you? Membership has a simple solution to this very basic problem, and it comes down to two parts. You need an online profile. And of course, we don't provide just your normal profile. You shouldn't be or have to be a programmer or technical expert in order to have a website, in order to sign up clients, in order to handle billing. We'll handle all of that for you. And the second is that we'll list you in our directory. And these two steps, if you do them together, means that you've officially put your digital shingle up. You're open for business. And there's something special I want to say about the directory too, because this is something that also has never been done before. I think this is the only merit-based coaching directory in the world, where other coaching directories are just thousands of coaches who are not differentiated in any way, or occasionally the coaching directories let you pay to be higher up in the rankings, almost holding you hostage in order to get clients. Our philosophy is, if you're the best coaches should be at the top of the directory, and the way that you should be able to get more clients is to just simply be a better coach. And I'll talk to you about this more later on. That idea of merit-based rankings, I think, is really important and powerful in the coaching world. Second problem that we see has to do with the clients and the way that clients are changing. So clients, they live online, and and more so. So the numbers behind this change are staggering. Something like 800 billion minutes were spent on smartphones last year. The average millennial is sending about 67 text messages per day. So if you ask yourself, what are your future clients going to want? You kind of have to think, well, how do they live? They live on their smartphone. They're on the go. I just called them millennials a second ago, but they also go by a different name. They go by this name, internet natives. So if you look at other disruptions, other technology disruptions, it's not so much in the past that TV replaced radio or that the internet replaced TV. All of these things continue to exist. And I think that's the pattern that we should look for in coaching, which is the dominant form of coaching is not going to go away. The dominant form of coaching is still face-to-face sessions, typically an hour session with your client once a week or once a month. But consider for a second or for a moment, consider for a moment how you might coach a 1-minute session. This is CoachMD's bread and butter. As part of the membership, we're going to provide you with a set of tools to coach in a new format, a 1-minute message-based, text-based, what we would call digital chat coaching. And the third problem that I want to talk about to continue on this idea of digital chat coaching is why digital chat coaching is so powerful and where it fits in the landscape of coaching. So let me tease your imagination a little bit here about the power, the potential power of a 1-minute coaching session. You probably heard that and were shocked. Like, what can you honestly get done in 1 minute? But so let me tell you a story that if any of you who have coached before probably have had this experience, is going to resonate with you. So let's imagine you've got a client, Bill, and you saw Bill on Thursday, and you did a great job of coaching, probably your best job of coaching ever. And you were able to facilitate an epiphany for Bill, and Bill committed to making a major change in their coaching. And then Bill left your office, left the session. And then what? You don't see Bill again for another week, another 2 weeks, another month. That period in between the two sessions, that's the gap. And that's the gap that digital coaching helps fill. So it's not the same type of coaching that you've already been doing. It's a different type of coaching that fills a different need, and it allows you to do things that are hard to do in a face-to-face session. It allows you to provide accountability. It allows you to increase your client's mindfulness around the problem. And it allows you to provide real motivation on a day-to-day basis. And these are things that are easily added to your existing coaching. And of course, they're best done through very short bursts. And this is what messaging platforms like email and text and CoachMD's chat platform, that's what they're really made for. So imagine the value of a simple question from the coach to a client. On Monday, you ask, what days are you going to the gym this week? And the client hadn't even considered planning ahead to get their exercise in that week. Or on Tuesday, you might ask, what feelings are you having about your presentation tomorrow? Maybe the client is having no feelings, or maybe you caught that client in the exact right moment in time that they need to have a quick conversation with you to prepare for that important business moment. So as part of your membership, one of the very valuable things that we provide is a digital coaching certification that is, as far as I know, the only real training for this new brand, this new mode of coaching. And beyond just being the only, I think there's something very cutting edge that's not available in any certification program that I've ever seen before, which is around this word measurement. We looked at more than 250,000 coaching interactions when we were putting the certification together. And we built the certification directly based on what we measured as helping the client. I think this is the only coaching certification that's so directly developed from what works. Observably, if you coach this way, the client is happier, the client is more successful, the client stays with their coach longer in order to achieve more and more goals. But through direct measurement, I think we're able to provide one of the most cutting edge certifications in the world of coaching. And as I'm going through an overview of our membership program, I think I'm throwing around a lot of technology words. And I think the reason that I'm doing that is because I want you to be able to think about how technology can empower you to be a better coach. And so those words, the way that technology and people in technology approach problems are really powerful. And I hope as you get experience with that mindset, that you find them just as empowering. So in that vein, let me throw out a word for you that technologists say all the time: scalable. Can you leverage your time and expertise to break free of the constraints of hourly work? And that's something that we want to help with. And in order to demonstrate that, let me actually give you an example of one of our coaches. It's actually a coach that I was on the phone with a few minutes before we started this webinar. So let's tell you a story about Kendra and a month in the life of Kendra. Kendra has been a coach with us since the very beginning, very successful coach. And on top of being a successful coach, she's also a full-time CEO, a parent. She manages 250 people at work while coaching on the side. But she's been able to use our platform to scale her coaching to reach more clients than probably most of you have ever dreamed of coaching. So in a given month, Kendra keeps a roster of about 100 clients going. And these are some of the happiest clients we have on the entire platform. 95% of her communication with them is via messaging, chat, email, for some people, Slack. And all of that is coordinated through a coaching dashboard, which is part of the tools that we provide in the membership. And I think Kendra is the perfect example of what I mentioned earlier, is this partnership between the coaches and the membership, that she provides great coaching and we provide great tools, and together she's able to scale her coaching to reach 100 or more people. So I've already touched on two ideas of coaching products. One is your traditional face-to-face, which actually can be delivered over the phone or over Skype or in person. And we let you do billing for that online. The other is where I just spent several slides going over the idea of digital chat coaching. And the third product that we help you offer is, I think, really special in that there's got to be a way in coaching for you to be able to be in business while you're on vacation, because your health and happiness directly affects your ability to provide great coaching. And so this idea of making money while you have downtime, I think, is really powerful. And so the third kind of type of coaching product that we let you offer through our platform are online courses and plans. So as an example of that, Giovanni, who's one of our coaches here, just recently released a mastering meditation course on the platform. He's I think it's 37 steps intended to be done over the course of 5 weeks. It's sells for $50. I've seen him offer promo codes for it. Primarily, he's been offering it to his mailing list, and then recently we've started featuring it to some of our clients. So I could see this one course being a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year business for him that gives him the free time to invest in his own coaching abilities and to, I think, level up entirely as a coach. So great job, Giovanni, for that. And just to summarize what I would call the first half of this overview of membership is, you are a business with two halves, and this first half covers the product half. You provide a coaching product that changes people's lives, and we help in three ways. We help you sell phone calls, we help you sell digital chat coaching, we help you sell digital plans and courses. That's the product side of your coaching business. The other half, and let me switch gears, hence the gear picture. Let me switch gears to talk about the other half as marketing. And I want to do every coach listening here a huge service. I'm going to be the person who doesn't sugarcoat this for you. A coach is a one-person business, and that means you have to have two halves. So sometimes I'll tell a coach, you're not a coach if you don't have clients. You're just a fan of psychology, essentially. to really be a professional coach, you have to master both halves. And so we take our job very seriously to provide amazing, cutting edge business tools for you so that you can be a healthy business, so that you can be a great coach with great clients. And I've noticed as we've done that, that many coaches are just flat out wary of the business side of coaching. So let me give you a little bit of a pep talk. One, the marketing can be fun and healthy. And more importantly than fun and healthy, I think marketing is your moral obligation. And let me make a quick case for that. Let me tell you about that obligation. Somewhere out there, there's a person who needs help, who wants help, and who isn't getting help. That is awful. And so, how is that person going to get help? Well, that's our job. That's our job as marketers, is to find that person and give them a great service. And if you did that, would you feel like a sleazy marketer? Of course not. You'd feel great. It's a complete win-win. And I think that's my approach and my philosophy around being great at the business side of coaching. So let me start walking you through the marketing support that's part of CoachMe. And here's how being a member helps. The first is every coach at the beginning finds it really hard to build an audience, because you start with one person and move up to 10 and then 100. But that path to get to 1 million followers is a long and grueling journey. So what do you do at the beginning when you're not well known? Well, this is a service we provide. We provide a group blog that all members have access to write for, and they being you can repost your content if you've already posted somewhere else. If you have articles that you've published elsewhere, they're happy to have them included in the group blog. And the power of this group blog is that you immediately move from writing for an audience of hundreds to writing for an audience of 50,000 people and growing every day. More and more people are joining this community. Just imagine the amazing power of day one as a coach. You already have an audience of 50,000 people. Of course, there's some light editorial guidelines, but for the most part, everyone should be able to write for the blog. The blog is called Better Humans, and it is part of the Medium publication network. But really, one of the most powerful business services I've ever seen offered to coaches. And I just put on the screen some examples of some articles that have done well in the publication, and kudos to all of those coaches for writing such helpful information and getting it out there in the world. Continuing on the marketing front, it is a big part of our education program for coaches. A big part of our membership program is to provide good education and to continue to invest in that. So usually in the community, we call it Marketing Monday. A lot of Mondays, we try to have a marketing topic for people. And a big theme in those topics and a big theme in digital marketing is to find ways to automate the work. I think this is really a requirement for coaches to have a healthy business, is that they're not always on the hook for being out hustling, 4 hours a day, that they can put some investments that pay off over a long term. And so I was thinking about a coach who has done this well. His name is Willem. He's one of our best coaches, but on top of that, he's the first coach to reach the highest level of our affiliate program, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But in the affiliate program, you get paid for referring clients to other coaches, which is a huge value both to you, to the client, and to the coach who's receiving your referral. And what Willem has managed to do in order to reach that highest level is he automated a huge amount of his marketing efforts. So if you were to find his Twitter feed, you would find he's got a little bit more than 20,000 followers, and he's got regular content updates. Every day, new stuff is getting posted. But from his perspective, all of that stuff everything that's posted in his feed was scheduled way ahead of time. And I'm showing two examples here of tweets that he's posted. One is an affiliate offer. He's recommending one of our other coaches, Dorothy. Dorothy is a great health and diet coach. I mean, really fantastic and very, very like I've recommended her to friends because I think she is amazing and very reliable at getting results from her clients and very dedicated to her clients. So Willem is doing a huge service to his followers, and he's framed it in terms of productivity because his followers tend to be very productivity focused. And he's offered them a promo code, and he's really done a lot to sell Dorothy. And in exchange, he gets a bonus for sending her clients. And then below that, you have an article that Willem is recommending to his followers. But the thing that I want to mention about this article is that he found this article months ago and added it to his scheduler. And all of these posts are just getting rolled out automatically while he's doing other work. So this is an example of the type of thing that we're going to teach you how to do as part of our education programs. So to go back to coaching directories, because that's actually what I led with as part of the value of membership. We're not the only coaching directory in the world. The ICF has one, CTI has one. Probably there's dozens more. But there's something we do that I think has never been done before, and I think it's absolutely the right thing to do, which is that we rank people in our directory based on merit. And if you think about just the coaching industry as a whole and a directory as a whole, how much good does it do the coaches if every coach in the directory gets one single client? In fact, it really hasn't changed the life of any of those coaches. But what if you could change it instead so that the top coaches got as many clients as they could take, and the coaches that had results that weren't as good were told instead to work on your coaching until you're at that elite level? What if you could do a truly merit-based ranking so that the best coaches had healthy businesses and everyone else knew where they stood? And I think this is, I don't know if it's as exciting to you as it is to me, because it's so powerful for coaching that we could lay out for you, here's where you stand. Do you need to keep investing in the quality of your coaching? And what will you get in return? Like, what if you could create a positive reinforcement loop so that improving your coaching led to improving your business? I think that's exactly what we've done with a merit-based coaching. And then, just to save the best for last, probably the most powerful part of the marketing side of Coach Me is an affiliate network. So that's where other coaches get a chance to make a referral bonus by sending you clients. And it's opt-in because you're giving up a portion of your earnings, of course, but you don't have to do the work of finding clients all the time. And vice versa. A lot of times you will have a great client who has a need where you are not a specialist, and you'll be able to send that client on to one of the other coaches on Coach Me and get a referral bonus for that. And that's exactly what I was demonstrating that Willem was doing earlier. And this is actually an example of one of our coaches referring clients on to other coaches. And I left out the financials on it, but essentially making money as an affiliate for these other coaches. And these are all other coaches that he handpicked and really recommends as strong coaches. So to summarize the other half of your business, this is what membership is going to do for you. We've got a built-in audience. We've got this idea of merit-based rankings give you a chance to get more clients simply by being a stronger coach. We've got affiliate promotion, and we've got a ton of digital marketing training already done and more in the works. And of course, I left out the last one, which is just to be part of a community of other coaches. We use a tool called Slack, which you may or may not be familiar with. I think that's what the one feature of membership that's better to experience rather than to explain. I think once you join, you'll really like being part of that community. And at this point, we are now getting to the end. I want to say, if you're not already a member, there's the link to apply. I put out another promo code, Coach Webinar. It'll give you 15% off of the already very affordable membership fee. And so absolutely, hopefully, one of the things that we said that I just said felt like it would be valuable for you. So I hope to see you as a member shortly. And at that rate, I think let's move on to Q&A.